Welcome back, Rush Media Day. We're thrilled to have the Skyview Bobcats in the house. We got Coach Alder and a few of his stud players heading into 2026, just a few days away from Game 1 against Park City. Coach, I'll start with you. Just a state of the union of the program after this offseason and maybe a highlight from this year getting ready with this group.
Yeah, like everyone else says at this time of year, everyone feels like they've had a good off season. Everyone feels like they've put in the work, and there's just we're full of optimism. But I can say the attitude and the environment that's we've been creating since January to now has been fantastic. It's been a joy to be around these kids. They've really taken it upon themselves to become leaders and to grow into varsity roles. We graduated a lot of kids in a lot of key positions last year. And so with that comes a lot of opportunities. And some of those years and those seasons that I've found as a head coach have been the most fun and most
Yeah.
rewarding is when you are able to fill a lot of spots and you don't have a lot of returners. That's when you see the growth and maturity. And that's when you see kids rise up, and whether they had experience or not, this is their time. And this is their time to
Yeah.
shine, and this is what they've been preparing for. And you get the real sense that the team is focused on our vision and our mission, and you get the sense that the team is focused on each other and just getting the best results that we can and being the best versions of ourselves that we can and helping others to do that, do the same. And just we want the best experience possible, and I think everyone's out fighting for each other and not themselves, and that's the feeling I've been getting from January until now. So I'm excited about watching these kids. It's their time to shine, and they're going to do that.
Is there an aspect of the game that you think this group might be able to exceed even last year's group? I know at this point there's a ton of unknowns and stuff like that. You went 5-2 in region last year, but when you look at the personnel of this returning group, do you think, oh, we might have a chance to be better in this aspect of the game than even we were last year?
Yeah, that's a good question. To be honest, I think generally our overall team speed is better. We had some really talented players graduate last year that led in some offensive statistics and categories. I don't think we replaced those with any one person, but I'm really excited about the overall team speed. I'm excited about Tucker's ability to run the offense and to bring in some quarterback run game and some option game and things that I've done in the past with different quarterbacks and different offenses. I think where you'll see some mixed in tempos and variety to the offense that maybe we haven't had in the last 2 years, because I think our overall team speed will be better. And I think the ability to spread the ball around and get more touches. I think you'll see the same sort of numbers and statistics and points and yards, but it be spread around a few more different players
Oh,
this go
cool.
around.
Okay, awesome. Almost 40 points a game last year with this offense. Um, Can you give us a little bit about Tucker? What's he like as a player, personality wise, and maybe an attribute he has as a quarterback that kind of sets him apart?
Tucker understands schematics, and I think he sees defenses, and he understands what we're really trying to do. He's really trying to make the best decisions possible with the ball each and every time. He's not looking for any one person. Of course, we want to build cohesion and be on the same page with receivers, but just he understands the game really well. He has input to what we're doing and makes suggestions, which means he's thinking about the game,
Yeah.
and he's analyzing the game from a schematic standpoint and analyze it on film. I think you had our first opponent broke down maybe a couple weeks ago. Probably watching film all summer, uh, more than I have. Just that kind of mindset and poise, and going to be able to manage the game well and manage situations really well, and spread the ball around, like I said.
Okay, excellent. Then I'll ask you about Stetson Summers, coach. Same thing. Just what makes him stand out on this year's roster?
From day one, since I stepped foot on this campus, Stetson's effort stood out to me. Just a high effort, high energy kid. Every rep, he goes all out. He may make mistakes like we all do, but every rep is with as much effort as he can possibly have. And he literally willed himself onto the field last year through his effort and his grit. And that's what's going to make plays for Stetson. He's got great football knowledge and ability. No matter what you ask him to do, he's going to do it. I feel like we could put him at offensive guard and he'd give it everything he'd have. And I think he could get the job done if he wanted to. Um, but defensively, we're putting him at a key position in kind of our new defensive structure that's going to have forced responsibilities. And through summer and through the first few weeks of this fall camp, he's been really hard to block. He's been executing assignments. He's been really aggressive on defense. And that motor is just going to be going all the time. And we're gonna ask him to set that edge on defense every snap, and then we're gonna ask him to get over on offense and play two different slot positions and make great blocks and then get first downs when we need and hand him the ball. He's just going to be an all around football player with that motor just churning the whole time.
Nice. What do you think a strength of this year's defense will be, Coach?
Um, Honestly, I think it's team speed. And I think it's our ability to know their assignments and execute it with speed and confidence and precision. They communicate. We're gonna we're never gonna be outmatched in the box. We're never gonna be outmatched in the perimeter, and we're gonna have guys flying around to the football, taking great angles, and just playing with an extreme amount of confidence and just a little bit of spunk and tenacity and just a little bit of an edge. That's going to be our defensive identity, and they've rose to the occasion in setting a new standard defensively, and have just a tenacity and all out effort and executing their assignment with precision and speed.
Okay, and obviously Trey Lillywhite's going to be a big part of that. If you'll tell us a little bit about Trey and what you expect from him this year.
Trey's been hard to block. He's been excellent at reading guards and using his athletic ability to beat guards and beat down blocks and beat pullers to the ball. He's real good at reading, and as middle linebackers, you have to make those decisions. You have to read and react super fast, and using your feet, and almost like being slithery about it and manipulating your body posture to get in there and avoid tackles, avoid blocks, I should say, and beating the lineman to the punch. That's what he's been really good at the last few weeks. We've struggled to block him, and he's also a smart football mind and a student of the game. Um, and he's making great decisions at middle linebacker that are going to help uh, beat the offensive lineman to the punch.
Okay, excellent, love it. Let's talk a little bit about Brett, and then I'll talk to the players here directly, Coach. But Brett's in that defensive secondary.
Yeah, Brett's a returning starter, so he was at the corner every position or every snap, pretty much all 12 games, whatever it was that we played last year. So he's got that experience, and Brett's got some athleticism, and he just loves playing corner. He's been an emotional leader too in the weight room throughout the season. He's been a huge component to the environment that we've had in the weight room and on the practice field. And when that comes from the players, man, that makes a massive positive impact when that energy can come from the players instead of coaches trying to squeeze it out of you all the time. And Brett's been excellent at doing that. But he understands the position really well. And we expect him to be able to cover receivers, come downhill, make tackles, which he's done a good job at. So it's nice to have that experience back there, and he's going to make even more plays and be an even better player this year.
Okay, excellent. Thank you for all that insight, Coach. Brett, are you ever doing one-on-ones against Stetson where you're guarding him and you do the seatbelt thing after you knock the ball away, or what's that like in practice?
In practice, I never really get a guard system since he's a slot, but it does get a little competitive with the outside guys.
What are some other guys that are kind of anchoring that defensive secondary with you who'll be making plays for the Bobcats this year?
I would say Nixon Bohm and Drake Bohm, those brothers, and then also Will, the other corner on the other side. They know how to fly around and make plays on the ball.
And who's the toughest guy for you to beat in a 40-yard dash on this year's roster?
I don't know. I feel like I got some pretty good speed, but
So nobody. I asked the right guy that question. Okay, excellent. Brett, tell me what it's like to play with Stetson, whether it's when he's back playing defense with you or practice. What type of player and teammate is he like?
Well, me and Stetson go way back. We're pretty good friends, and then also last year we were playing varsity together. So I feel like we just have like a good connection together, and we understand where each other are gonna be, and we have like a sixth sense of where like they're gonna be, and he knows that he can trust me in his job, and I can trust him with what he's gonna do. So playing with him is like very relieving, that knowing you can put full trust in him that he'll do his assignment.
Okay, awesome. Stetson, this seems like a fun offense to be a part of. Every year you guys put up close to the most points in the state every year. What was the offseason like with Tucker 7-on-7s, and I guess just generally your excitement to get back at it this Friday?
It's just been exciting. It's a lot like Tucker's timing and ability to have like a connection with receivers is just crazy. He understands the game better than anybody. He's been doing this for a long time, and now it's his time to get on the varsity field and show everybody what he can do and what he's been learning. So it's been exciting. He's been
Awesome.
doing amazing.
What was your favorite Friday night last year, Stetson? Either you individually or as a team?
Probably for me, probably Mountain Crest when we won 10-7. That was like my first game I got to start, and I had a really good game. And of course, we won 10-7 with the game-winning field goal. So that was it was fun to beat them on their own turf, and it was just a big moment for me, and I think for the team, and it was amazing.
You're kind of doing it all, playing a bunch of different positions, as Coach was saying. Kind of describe your kind of unique role defensively and some of the things that you're looking forward to doing out there.
At the strong safety position, you're in the box, but like a lot of offenses aren't going to see you as somebody they're going to try to block, I guess. Like it's not like something they're trying to get to the backers or not you because I'm kind of outside. But it's just nice. Like I get to set the edge and I get to come off free, go out and make plays, and the offensive line doesn't know I'm coming. So I'm excited to get a lot of tackles this year and play such a key role.
Who are a couple of linebackers this year that you've been impressed with their development heading into week one?
There's obviously Trey. He's reads guards better than anybody. He always knows where the run coming. Like as soon as the ball snapped, he knows where it is. And also Peyton Palmer. He's a junior, just an absolute unit, and he plays tight end for us. He's just a baller. He has all the speed, the strength, and all the smarts to be an amazing player this year for us.
So. Okay, sweet. Thanks, Stetson. Let's go to Trey. Let's see, Trey, who puts the most effort into looking good in their uniform on Friday nights on this team?
Stetson. His nickname's Lil Drip for a reason.
No hesitation. Love it. Who's a guy that has brought it a little bit at you in hitting drills this offseason, like an Oklahoma drill? Who pops?
I'll say Zach Stemenoff. He brings it every play, no matter what.
And is he a linebacker too?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Linebacker, running back.
Okay, cool. And what's an aspect of your game that you've been focusing on the most heading into this year as the middle linebacker?
I've kind of been working on speed. I feel like I needed to get faster, so just working on speed, I guess.
Okay, excellent. Let's see. Do you want to tell us about Tucker, Trey?
Yeah. Tucker's a smart kid.
Squeeze in there, Tucker. I want to see you while he's talking about you.
There he comes.
There he is.
Yeah, so Tucker, he knows everything about the game. He's such a smart quarterback. I feel like we're really going to need that this year. He knows really just anything. Yeah.
Okay. Where'd you get that big football brain, Tucker? Is it developed? Is it genetic? How did you become such a high IQ guy for football?
I mean, ever since I was a little kid, my dad's just been drilling it into me that I'm going to be a quarterback, and taught me the whole West Coast offense. By the time I was 5 years old, had all the plays and numbers memorized. It's just been drilled in me since I was a little kid.
Awesome. And tell me a little bit more about your journey as a football player at Skyview. Obviously, the starter this year, but how's your career been, just kind of in development in this Bobcats program?
Yeah, so going into my freshman year, I was rotating with another guy, and then he got injured, and so then I kind of took over that like whole starting job my freshman year on like the freshman team, and then sophomore year played JV. We had a really good team. We went like 8-2, I think, that year. And then last year I got hurt the second game of the season, broke my collarbone, and so I had to get surgery. And so I came back like 2 weeks left. Didn't really like have a role except for backup quarterback just in case something happened to Jack. But
Okay, gotcha.
yeah, then this year just been working hard on the off season. Excited for the game this Friday.
Awesome, man. Good for you. What do you see as a challenge that Park City will pose week one in your kind of film? You don't have to give anything away, but just in general, like what kind of challenge do they pose when they're on defense?
I mean, their defense was really good last year. They ran that cover two, and their safeties are good players. Or at least last year they were good players. They got super deep, didn't let anything over the top, but then still flew down and made plays in the run game. But I think that's probably the biggest challenge is those safeties, and I just think we need to take advantage of cover two and get the best plays we can to run against that.
Okay, love it. Thanks, guys. That was awesome. Coach, I'll get you guys out on this if you'll just give me a brief little preview about Friday night at home against Park City yourself.
Yeah, well, obviously, game one, everyone's excited, and the season's here and it's coming, and we've been preparing for it. We're ready. Game one there's always a lot of question marks, just with ourselves and with the opponents. I mean, you can look at rosters and try and decide who's coming back and who's not, and all that kind of stuff. Our scheme may be a little bit different, their scheme may be a little bit different and whatnot. So you kind of prepare for certain looks that you think you're going to get, but with it being week one, it's maybe one of the more pure games of the year just because it's just football, and it's just good to get going again. It's good to see where we're at. It's good to be challenged by another opponent. It's been a long time since it's been the case, but Friday night under the lights is what it's all about, and we're going to let it all hang out and have fun and put our best effort forward, and then when it's all done, we'll pick ourselves up and continue to get better for the next week.
All right. Awesome. It's been a blast talking with you guys. That's Coach Alder and the Skyview Bobcats. Go Bobcats. We'll be watching on Friday night. Hopefully we can get you guys on again after a big win this season. Thanks a lot for your time, guys.
You got it. Thank you.
Thank you.